Well, guys, it's Sunday night. It's around 6:30. Got a really bright moon, and I got Cole out here with me. You can't see him because he's pretty much invisible out here. This thing got dark on me. My shadow is from the moonlight alone. That's just how dark it is out here. The moonlight is making me cast a shadow. I can barely see. I'm just gonna hang out here by the woods edge and let Cole run around. And anyway, I wasn't even gonna come out tonight at all. The day just got away from me. Just been tired, guys. Just tired. And I'm starting to make the connection. I'm thinking that I'm tired, simply because, I'm working, hard. And the age is catching up with me. I'm 60, 50, 58 now. And so I'm contributing the tiredness and the lack of energy to my age, and just working and whatever. And I probably got a touch of sleep apnea too going on, but I don't think that's it. And I'm really starting to believe that everything is connected. Everything is connected, guys. And that's a hard pill to swallow, especially for somebody like me that tries to separate myself from everybody else and pretty much the world in general. I try to be a loner. I try to be to myself. I don't follow the crowd. I don't do the stuff that other people do. I try to find my own way and whatever, and make my own choices, my own decisions. And of course, you're gonna suffer the consequences to your decisions and everything, whatever. But as far as I'm concerned, my decisions have been the right decisions because I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with what I have, and what I don't have, I don't miss it. What I don't have, I really don't need. I got everything I pretty much need. And there's things that I want, places I like to go, things I like to do. But I'm not gonna die if I don't, do it. And I'm not gonna suffer any great misfortune if I never do. It's just things that, you want to do and whatever. There Cole goes again, running by. He's getting his exercise. But as I was saying, the last, I'm gonna say 5 years, 6 years, seems like everybody is low on energy, just energy, period. Just get up and go, motivation, everything, whatever. You can get up, you can go to work, but it's a real chore to do so. It's a real, you really have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and drag yourself up to go to work and to do what you gotta do, or whatever. It wasn't always like that. I mean, it was hard to get up sometimes, if you work 2 jobs or whatever, but you could do it. It was doable. Now it's like, it's like 10 times harder just to get out of bed to go to work in the morning. Like I said, Sunday night, I gotta start another work week of 5 more days of working, until next weekend. And I pretty much slept through this whole weekend that we had this weekend. And like I said, the last 5 years, people have been, not wanting to work. People have been, they're always saying, we can't find workers because people don't want to come to work. And they say it's because of the stimulus and all this and everything. And I think that's just a cover. I think people's energy is just being drained out of them by some unknown force. that we don't know. I can't put my finger on it. Only thing I can think of is demonic spirits, draining people's strength. They draw strength from us that way, and people want to find a scientific way. Well, okay, you want to find a scientific way? Well, maybe it's CERN. Maybe they've opened that portal, and energy is being drained out of this dimension and into another dimension, or maybe our life force, our life energy is being sucked into that thing some kind of way, and it's used to power it or something. I'm stretching now. I'm starting to reach, but there's something going on, and everybody is feeling it. I mean, everybody. Nobody's immune to it. Like I say, everything is connected. Everybody is feeling it. It's affecting everybody. Everybody, everywhere, and it's affecting me too. Because I'm not a lazy person, but and I'm highly motivated to do things, to go places, to do stuff. You see, I go out and take my walks every day after work. A lot of times I really don't want to do it. I mean, but cold gives me the strength to do it. I'm out here now because of cold. I'm laying in bed, looking at videos, looking at YouTube, and I happened to come across a TikTok video of this guy. He's laid out on a stretcher, and you can see his dog, being held back by some people on the the background or whatever, and the dog is trying to bite and get loose, and whatever, the dog gets loose and whatever, and runs to the guy that's laying on the stretcher. I guess he's the owner, and there's a caption that reads, "A dog is your only friend that cares more about you than about himself." Something along those lines. That really struck me. I'm like, you know what? I've had Cole in this house cooped up all weekend. I'm gonna take him for his walk. I didn't take into account that it was dark out here already because of the daylight savings. So I'm like, oh, it's still early. I got time. Let me get up and get ready to go. By the time I got my clothes on and got ready to go, and open the door, and it's dark. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, that's okay. We're going anyway. After seeing that video, it motivated me or whatever. This dog, I've got no doubt he'd give his life for me. And I can't take him for a walk, let him stretch his legs, keep him cooped up in that house all day long, all weekend long, pretty much. I had to take him out, so here we are. But he's got plenty of energy, so this isn't affecting the animals. He's got so much energy, it ain't funny. But he does sleep a lot though. He sleeps, pretty much, I come home, I wake him up. The time I'm not there, he's been sleeping, and today I pretty much slept or laid in bed looking at YouTube videos and TikTok videos, and he was sitting there right beside me, laying there wherever. He tried to play with me for every once in a while. He'd come and bring me a toy and try and play tug of war with me and everything, but I pretty much just blow him off, and be like, come on man, leave me alone, and because I just didn't have any motivation, didn't want to do anything today. So, but that's the way it was today. But after I saw that TikTok, I'm like, no, we're going outside and doing some walking around, at least for a few minutes. And I figure I'll make another video while I'm doing it, kill two birds, maybe see what you guys got to say about this or whatever. Maybe if you guys have noticed that your energy is gone or whatever, and society in general is just, people don't have motivation, don't have energy, don't have any drive. When I get to work, I've got, I just console myself to, I gotta do my job, and I do my job or whatever. I get it done or whatever, but fortunately, we have more downtime than actually uptown time or whatever. The job I'm on, I'm not constantly working for the whole 8 hours. Out of the whole 8 hours, I'm probably working maybe 5.5 hours of the of the whole 8 hours that I'm there, because first thing in the morning I start at 7, and we don't get our first unload or whatever until 7:30, sometimes like 8 o'clock, and then in between the trucks, we'll usually get about 6 trucks a day. And in between the trucks, we got anywhere from an hour to anywhere from a half hour to an hour, a break in between. And then lunchtime, a lot of times the trucks are running late, so we'll start lunch early. Start lunch at like 11:30, 11:10, 11:15. We'll start lunch, and then we don't come back from lunch until about 12:30, sometimes 12:35, 12:45, something like that, whatever. So, we're actually not really working all that hard, But when we do work, we're busting our butts, rolling those tires and stacking and whatever. It's a physical thing and whatever, but it's not it's not backbreaking work, It's doable, But you feel like you've worked when you get through with the day's work or whatever, but it's nowhere near as bad as trying to lay those darn blocks or bricks on a job, and you're constantly working, every minute of those 8 hours you're working, except for maybe a 15-minute break and a 30-minute lunch break. And when I say 30 minutes, I mean 30 minutes on the dot. You're back to work, and you start at 8 o'clock on the dot or 7 o'clock on the dot in the morning, and you work straight through until it's time to go. And it's asshole and elbows the whole time. On this job, it's not like that. I don't make as much money as I did on those other jobs, but it's comparable, it's a livable wage, I'd be in trouble if I hadn't had myself situated the way I got it and whatever, I really got it good and whatever, for my bills and everything. But not a whole lot of extra, to play around with. And I kind of miss that. But it's not something that I can't live without, And for the peace and for the rest and the lack of responsibility I have, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. I'm back at the truck now. Cole is still out there somewhere. I'm gonna give him a few more minutes to run around. But yeah, it's not bad. It's really not bad. So I'll be going back to work tomorrow, starting a new week, and taking care of business. Hopefully everybody shows up on the job, because the more people that show up, the easier the job is. But it's doable either way. So I was gonna ask if I can get some overtime when they're working on the weekend, but I decided against that. I want to live long enough to be able to go and do some of the stuff that I want to do, and I don't want to kill my darn self working. That's a no-brainer there. But anyway, I'm gonna get him, and we're gonna go on back to the truck. We're gonna go back home. We're less than 5 minutes from the house. We're close. This is the closest park near the house, closest stretch of woods I could go to the house or whatever, where I can get here and do our walking or whatever. So this really ain't bad. And he's really making, some noise running through the woods and everything, through the leaves. He's getting his, energy run off. But anyway, let me know in the comments if you guys have noticed that you've, lost energy or don't have energy or whatever. I know it can't just be me, because I've come to the realization that everything is connected, and I am connected to everything and everybody, and I can feel it, and I'm not too happy about it. I don't like being connected. I like being disconnected from other people. I don't want to be part of this system. I don't want to be part of it. I want to be, my own, sovereignty self. I want my sovereignty, but you can't have any sovereignty in this society. Everybody depends on everybody, and you depend on everybody, and everybody depends on you. and it's just interwoven, and you just can't escape it. You know, it's a shitty deal, but that's just the way it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.